Welcome everybody to another Voice of Nick show. We're going to be doing more of our Posthomerica artwork here. Hopefully finishing out the preliminary sketch and then moving on to the final. The difference with this is that the sketch that we're doing is very close to final, so hopefully we won't really have to do too much after. What I'm curious about is, first of all, what is this tool? Doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, it's like a burning tool. I don't know how much I can backspace here. All these are... maybe one of these? No. Oh, it's nice to know we can use the stamp tool, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's really useful. Okay. I just figured that wouldn't be in the mobile version. Okay, so I'd like to straighten out a couple things. Although we can do it sort of like on the night, as it were. Let's shrink this whole thing by a little bit so we can add borders. And we'll do that on another layer. I don't really know what I want for the borders, maybe. Okay, maybe we do like this. And then on the other side, we need to have a line all the way around this picture and every picture. That's kind of like my personal mandate for these artworks, because the way it works with these Amazon Kindle books is that you can't really use a PNG with transparency. So there's going to be a big, stark transition from the picture to the page. And so my idea is that if every picture has a border around it that's sort of designed, then you won't see the transition because, this will be the border. Okay, so this looks good. We're going to erase everything that sort of intersects with this. And let's widen that. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect because it's only a underdrawing, but the closer we get it on the first try, the less we have to do on the second try, as one might imagine. Wow, we're doing this whole thing without any guides, huh? That's pretty impressive, actually. There you go. That's a better way to force it to be centered. All right, so now let's put this on the other side here. Actually, let's, whoa. Okay, let's get rid of this. You might want to reorganize this rather than just blatantly get rid of stuff. This, for example, we want to move. Actually, this. Okay, we got to do multiple things here. This we would have to shrink. Then this we would move. Why is that happening? Oh, that's right. It was always off the edge of the page. Well, this will be a chance for us to fix that. Welcome Gaming Hour to the show. How are you doing, Gaming Hour? We are currently doing our illustrations. We're on the chapter where the Trojan horse is built. Definitely a popular subject in people's knowledge of the Trojan War. And I'm liking the design so far. Okay, that's good. Let's get this done. And then we're going to do the same for this. Great. Okay. Now we will erase what is behind our border. Good. So that's great. Now, I guess we could do, I don't really know what I want on the top. Let's get rid of this top layer thing. I'm gonna put the ear back in. Because yeah, I don't really like the design that I had for the border originally. Now you can see that this is a little bit crooked as well. So let's turn the guides on for this and we'll sort of uncrookify it. And again, this is not our final pass, but the more we fix now, the easier it's going to be for us when we're doing the final. We don't, on this one especially, because there's so many geometric patterns that are all interlocking and dependent on each other, we really don't want to have to make a lot of creative decisions when we're doing the final pass. So this is different than the other ones where we're not really leaving anything to the last pass. Everything we're trying to fix now so that we can just execute on the final pass. Okay, that's good. We'll fix the ear here. Great. And this is going to be one of those ones where it's differently sized top and bottom, which is pretty normal for Greek art. I don't know what I was doing here. Yeah, that looks a lot more straight. So let's, number one, we have to get something that lives at the top. So let's try and make another straight line. All right, so then what if we did one of these classic designs? Let's take out the guides here. Maybe if we did like the snake pattern that's going through the top part. Let's try that. Okay. We need to find the equal distances for this stuff. So if we did so that works, okay. I don't really like that this connects to this, but I think it's fine. Okay. Come on. Now, if we can do this right, we'll only have to make it once, and then we can duplicate it. Sort of candy cane thing. Yeah, it works. All right, number one, let's separate this from the background. All right, now that we have this isolated, we're gonna normalize the way that this looks. We're just gonna do a little stretching. Okay. Now we should be able to duplicate this and have it loop pretty well. Yeah, that works. Okay, so we're just gonna do that a million times. Gaming hour saying, pretty good. How have you been? Great, we're making a lot of progress on Posthomerica stuff. I found out that it's possible to set up a pre-order system on Amazon and Audible. So depending on what that process is, we might be able to do pre-orders for the book and the audiobook versions pretty soon, which will be cool. But either way, definitely now that I'm like putting the nose to the grindstone here, we're making a lot of progress. And that's good. Yeah, that's a cool border. I like it. Oh, and it pretty much perfectly fits. Almost. Yeah, that's great. Okay, just to be clean, we will take this and delete everything outside of where we want it. Okay, that's good. Now, what do we want on the bottom? That's the next question. And what do we want in these two spots? Let's do these first. I'd like to get another little worker in this area here, maybe. Who's hammering out the... I don't think that angle for his hand really makes sense, though. If he is holding the hammer like this, it'll be more like that. And let's move him closer to the horse. Yep, love it. What video games are you playing recently? Game an hour. What's on the agenda at the moment? Maybe these represent little boxes also. Actually, we'll keep to our visual language of boxes. Uh-oh. We may have a problem here. We had that undo issue, which meant that it was going to crash, and I didn't detect it fast enough. It's like a guarantee that if you have that glitch with the undos. Okay, let's see how much progress we lost. It's my fault. I should have saved it more. Okay. Well, this time we got lucky. We only lost the box, which is nothing. Oh, man. I really got to be better about this. Let's get another box here. Maybe a small one. We're overwriting that, those dots. Yeah, I think in all the areas where there's like workmen on the scaffolding, there should be boxes, because those represent like whatever raw materials they're working with. They also fill the frame pretty well. Game & Hour has been doing GTA 5 role-playing again. Star Wars Old Republic. Oh, there's a new expansion. Cool. On the 15th, which is today. Great. Good stuff. What's the new expansion about? I didn't even know they were doing one. Uh-oh. Do they still have the really good cutscenes for their content? Right, let's erase what's down here. Ah, I did it on this layer, that's fine. Okay, for this maybe let's actually do the vertical line thing. Do we like that? No, don't like that. Okay, what if we did, let's do these secondary inner lines here. Maybe we'll do like little triangles or something. Oh, you know what? Okay. Got it. The perfect thing for the bottom would be, damn, and I almost wish that we had more space for this. Maybe we can just, is this gonna work? Yoink. Oh man. I guess that worked. Let's make a different layer for this. And what we're gonna do is make this into wheels, because this is the one spot where wheels actually make sense within the picture. Because the horse would be sort of let out on wheels in order to move, get moving. Jimmy R saying Legacy of the Sith. They're changing up a lot of stuff, adding a new planet and a new flashpoint, raising the level cap. Huh. What's like the story concept behind it? Legacy of the Sith is like, you can only be a Sith character, or no, I can't be that. Let's see, for this, at least for the preview, we're gonna fill the background just so that we can see what we're doing. We're not gonna do this in the final though, because that can cause problems for us if we have like a burned in background layer like this. Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly, yeah, because you'd use like logs in order to transport it. And so, if that's what we're doing, let's come up with a design for the inside. Maybe we'll also scale this a little bit downwards. Okay. that, really. What about just a bunch of concentric circles? Nope. What about if there's a little circle, and we'll go with that sort of Templar cross that we saw, or we used in that other visual concept. I don't hate that. And this one will be like at a different angle, which to indicate like the wheels are turning. Yeah, it kind of blends it into the background too much though. Gaminera is saying, I'm not sure the story behind it, but they're taking the servers offline at 6 a.m. For the release of the new stuff. And you can't wait because the combat styles are changing. Well, that's interesting. Is that going to be like in, what was it, Star Wars Galaxies? That was what it was called. Galaxies had like a big update where they changed the whole nature of the game. No, I don't like that either. Alright, well that'll be our next thing that we're working on, is like how to make this look interesting without... Oh, okay, we might have just landed on it right here. We don't want to take away from the power of the like... There's almost no circular shapes in this whole picture. There's only these like gear things in the corners, and then the whole bottom is going to be lined with these logs that like the Trojan horse would be wheeled over on. So we don't want to lose the kind of like visual power of having less, you know, busy looking shapes. We'll get rid of this one so that we can duplicate these. Let's see if they duplicate well. Did it not duplicate? Oh, I selected. What we want to do is not duplicate that. We want to duplicate this so that the background comes with it. Aha, I see what's going on. We also want to get rid of this. Yep, that's exactly, I think that works really great. I'm very glad we have that visual idea. Okay, ladies and gents, that's going to do it for this one. The picture is bordered, which is something I don't think we've ever done on the initial first pass drawing before we went to the final. So we're really going to have it mapped out for us. We want to put more, you know, obviously fill the Trojan horse with guys before we move on, but other than that, we'll put the wheels on the bottom, and then we move to the final pass. so that's going to be good.